Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Victoria Amanyonato from Group 3, and today our project is focused on Youth for Change. Youth for Change is an initiative which began with our very own group member, Inares Kena, who had a dream to help people in need. Today, Youth for Change is a strong organization working in 5 different countries: Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, Niger, and Sierra Leone. They focus on important projects like teaching menstrual hygiene, planting trees, visit orphanages, supporting the elderly, and helping disabled people. The organization runs with the help of over 1,000 volunteers and 300 executive members. And their work is supported through fundraising, donation, and partnership. But even with all these amazing activities, Youth for Change still faces a major challenge. They do not have a database. They still use a file-based system, which makes their operation harder to manage as they grow. They sought expertise in developing a database system, and this is where we come in as database designers.
Our major stakeholders are beneficiaries, donors, staff, and volunteers. We created 10 enterprise rules to aid in normalizing our ER diagram. Our enterprise rules are: each donation must be made by one and only one donor. Each project or program must involve at least one volunteer. Each project must benefit at least one beneficiary. Each country office must have at least one staff managing operations, and staff can manage multiple offices but only one lead role per office. Every volunteer must be uniquely identified and linked to a country and potentially to a specific project. Every project must have at least one progress report written by a staff or volunteer coordinator. All donations must be tracked. Aid distribution must record who received what, when, and under which project. Partner organizations can support multiple projects, and a project can have more than one partner. Organization must track events across multiple countries. Many assistance can be donated to a beneficiary. Many volunteers can belong to a country. And lastly, many distributions can be done by one volunteer. These rules help Youth for Change stay organized, accountable, and effective across all our countries. Next, my partner would talk about normalization.
I'll be explaining the normalization process we applied to the original database project diagram. So first, we noticed that in the original design, there were redundancies such as a donor information containing donation details like the type, amount, and the dates received. And in normalization, we separated these into the new donation table, linking the donations back to the donors through foreign keys. And then these keeps each table focused on one concept, which would follow the first normal form. Next, we address the many-to-many relationships. For example, the projects and partner organization. The projects and partner organization originally had a complex connection. And to solve this, we created a junction table called the project partnership, which properly linked the projects and partners with clean and simple keys, and this would help to do the second normal form. Then we also added clarity to entities like the staff and the volunteer, right here, and by linking them properly through consistent foreign keys. And the attributes like the contact information were streamlined to avoid duplication across multiple tables. Then furthermore, we structured a country information and separately and linked it to the members and volunteers through a country ID, which helps to maintain the geographic data integrity without repeating country names elsewhere. And finally, we have the distribution where we better define to track how the beneficiaries receive donations. And by doing this, we ensure that the schema enters the third normal form, where every field depends only on the primary key and nothing else. Overall, normalization made the database more efficient and consistent, and it helped to support better making, reporting, and scalability for the organization's future needs.
Hi, alright, so next we talk about the ER diagram. We have our beneficiary table, we have our donor, we have donation, we have the delivery, which is a weak entity, we have our membership table, we have our staff table, country, project, partner organization, distribution, volunteer, and the delivery. So our ER diagram, we have most of them have a one-to-many relationship, and the ones which has like many-to-many relationship, we make sure we brought a weak entity in to fill this space. For example, the relationship between beneficiary and distribution was many to many. So we brought in a weak entity called delivery, which breaks that many to many relationship. So the relationship between beneficiary and delivery is a one to many, and from the distribution to delivery is many to one, and that helped us break the many to many relationship. And we had two major weak entities in our distribution, as you can see, and there are various relationships as 1:1, 1:many, many is to one, and there was no case for many is to many. And another weak entity we had was a project partner organization. The relationship between project and partner organization is a many to many. So we tried to break this relationship by introducing a weak entity called project partner organization, which takes the primary key of the project ID, the primary key of the partner ID, and then is able to link these two tables and break the many to many relationships. So that is that about our ER diagram, and my colleague will take you through the next thing we did. Thank you very much. And we made sure we handled all the weak entities by having a double line in them, as you can see, a tick line, and then also a partial and full participation. The weak entities had a full participation, while the strong entities had a full participation, and the weak participation were indicated by the double line, as you can see, the double line for the weak entities, and the partial participation by a single line. Thank you.
Hello everyone, so I will be taking you through our SQL file. First of all, we created the database that follows the name of our project, Built for Change Management System. We created some tables based on our normalized diagram, and then we populated those tables with some data. Here we are interested in our functionalities. The first functionality is donor retention analysis, which identifies repeat donors and total contribution to prioritize engagement. The second one is cross-country aid distribution, which tracks how monetary and food donations are distributed across different countries. The third one is project collaboration efficiency, which measure active NGO or charity partnership per project to assess collaboration strength. The fourth one is beneficiary support intensity, which shows beneficiaries receiving multiple forms of assistance and the type of aid provided. The fifth one is financial resource allocation, which summarizes funding per project with balances and recent reporting activity. The sixth one is volunteer impact by role, which quantifies hours contributed by volunteer role in charity or education project. The seventh one is holistic project impact dashboard, which aggregates volunteer hour, assistance instances, and partnership for key projects. The eighth one is a volunteer management portal, which lists all volunteer activity with project and country details for coordination. The ninth one is volunteer contribution ranking, which ranks all volunteer by total hour worked across project and countries. And then finally, the 10th one is partner impact on project funding, which evaluate partner organization financial contribution to active project per countries.
Alright, so next I'll take you through our backend. We use Group3 to make our users interface backend, right? And we use our web app to write all the codes. So firstly, these are assistant table, these are beneficiaries table, these are country table, a distribution table, a donation table, donor table, fund account table, partner table, project table, report table, staff. So we had all the tables in our backend, and now these are the functionalities, the 10 functionalities. We have beneficiary support, we have donation retention, we have financial resource allocation, partner impact, collaboration, project impact dashboard, volunteer contribution, volunteer impact, and volunteer management. So these are the various functionalities. We had 10 functionalities with our tables. So this is how we design our backend. And next I'll be taking you through the front end. So this is where we run most of our code at the web system. This is where we run our codes, all the codes. We run the code from the back and the front end here. So here I'll run the front end, and when I click this, it gives me the option, and I'll run npm run dev. So when I run it, it gives me a link. So it gives me two links. The first link, I can run it on my local PC. The other link, I can share with my group members to see what I'm having here. So I'll take the local. So when I run the code, I get this. It takes some time to run, and it gives you the dashboard and everything, right? So we have 10 projects we are currently working on. We have the countries, 5 countries. We have beneficiaries and the volunteers. So it gives you your project, your donor and partnership, this your volunteers, your beneficiary, your staffs and report, and probably if you want to contact us. And when you're scrolling through your volunteers impact, it gives you the various rate and the various working hours of each volunteer, and then you can view more
and there you can view the recent projects that have been executed. Thank you for watching.